Busy Man Booze. Y'all know I can get a little long-winded from time to time, and we got a lot to do tonight. We got to taste these two here spirits, and we gonna make a cocktail. So let's get rolling. Now let me say this first. I'm very proud of our artisan distillers here in Maryland. They making great strides. They getting better every month. One such artisan distiller is Lyon Distilling out of St. Michael's, Maryland. Now I can remember about 2.5 years ago going down there when they had just only been open a couple of months and only had like this here clear rum and a dark rum, and they were working on other things, and man, now they got 5 different rums. And the 2 newest rums, this one here is the Overproof Rum, and this one here is the Sailor's Reserve, which is an aged rum. So we're going to get them into the glass here, and then what we're going to do is something special. We're going to make a cocktail to celebrate Tales of the Cocktail, which is that big convention they have every year that starts in New Orleans tomorrow. Now, the proprietors are down in New Orleans, so we thought, well, hey, why don't we try to make a cocktail that is kind of New Orleans forward. So that's what we're going to do here. But first, let's tell you about the spirits. So this here is the regular rum, not the 126 proof version, but it is their regular clear rum that has been aged in 3-gallon used bourbon barrels for an unspecified amount of time. They're fairly tight-lipped down at Lyon, and you can't get a lot of information out of them, but that's okay. It's their proprietary secrets that's making them better and better, and no one's figuring out what they're doing. But I'm going to start here with the Sailor's Reserve, because the Overproof Rum, it got a lot of alcohol in it, and I'm going to kill myself if I start with this one here first. All right, let's get this one on the nose here. You smell the barrel tones, definitely, but you pick up so much of the molasses that's used to make these here rums. Definitely some vanilla. Love it. Bright too. Little bit of a citrus tone, but I'm picking up something more like a tropical fruit, maybe from the yeast that they use, maybe something like soursop. Even a little pear note there. Smell is dynamite. Let's get up on the palate. It's 100 proof now. It's got some forward bite to it. It is delicious though. It's got notes of caramel and toffee. Definitely a little bit of a cinnamon note there. Wonderment from the wood. The oak is in there. The molasses. The raw nature of molasses is there. The earthy tones of molasses. The herbaceous tones of molasses. I love a good molasses forward rum. And if you know anything about rums, Jamaican rums tend to be very forward on the molasses notes. And Lyon style is kind of in line with that. Not Lyon, 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 Line with that. At least in my opinion. Vanilla is so wonderful. All the oak tones, all the barrel notes. Good start. Now, what's overproof rum? Well, there's a lot of definitions out there floating on the internet. Who really knows? It could be anything more than 90 proof, says one site. One site says got to be at least 57.5% alcohol by volume. Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares? You know, probably the most famous overproof rum, Bacardi 151, but really the most consumed overproof rum in the world is probably this Wray Nephew 126 proof rum from Jamaica. Now, incidentally, Lyon's overproof rum is also 126 proof. And because both of these have a very forward molasses style, I love that Lyon put it in the bottle at this proof. Let's nose her up. I'll tell you one thing. It might have a lot of alcohol at it, but it ain't jumping out the glass burning my nostrils neither. Wonderful, wonderful. Just raw sugar notes and molasses tones. Sweet on the nose. Is that possible? Sweet on the nose? I don't care. We going with it. Alright, now let's taste a little bit. I'm only going to do a little bit because drinking 126 proof, it bite you. This is so good for cocktails. So wait till you see what we going to do with this here spirit. Wow. Let me say this, and this is from the bottom of my heart, because this is my go-to spirit when I have a cold. If I'm sick, or I got some kind of cut or something, I'm using this spirit to heal. And I love the spirit, and I've had it many times. But I can honestly say, this here give this a run for its money. In fact, I believe it to be even a little bit more refined. Doesn't come across quite as sweet on the palate, but it's every bit as balanced, if not even more balanced than the Wray Nephew. I love this here. This is going to be my new go-to overproof rum. I love it. But I'll still hang on to that for just such an occasion. Got a great sweetness to it, too. Alright. Dynamite start. Now we got these under our belt. Let's make a cocktail in honors of Tales of the Cocktail. Now, you can go online, search hashtag TOTC 2016. You'll see everything that's going on down there. Lots of artisan distillers down there showing their spirits. Lots of cocktails being made. A lot of people having fun. I wish I could be there, but I'm stuck here making these here videos. Alright, let's get ourselves a shaker. Now, I experimented with this recipe over the last couple of days, and here's what I came up with. Alright, we're going to start with this here aged Sailor's Reserve rum, and we're going to put 1.5 ounces of this into the cocktail shaker. Perfect. And we're going to do 1/2 ounce of the overproof. We're going to cheat it up a little bit. Cheat it up just a bit. I like my drink strong. Alright, now we need 4 ounces of pineapple juice. Get that in the glass here. This is a 2 ounce pour, or measure rather. Alright, there's the pineapple. Good. Now, we need 1/2 ounce of pomegranate juice. I like this here palm. We're going to get that in there. And to get this thing all kind of balanced between sweet and sour and savory and wonderful, we're going to put just 1/4 ounce here of lime juice. Now, when you taste this here cocktail, if you like it a little sweeter, you can throw a little bit of agave or simple syrup in here. I tend to like my drinks not so sweet, and the pineapple juice got a lot of sweetness, so I'm just going to roll with it the way we got it. Now, the secret killer ingredient, and tying in the whole molasses Jamaican thing, is this here allspice pimento allspice liqueur, also known as allspice dram. We're going to put 1/2 ounce of it in here. And you can only get this in Jamaica at Appleton Estates or 1 or 2 other little stores in Jamaica. It's hard as hell to get. So that's a good one. But you can get allspice dram. There's a manufacturer that distributes it here in the States. So that's a good thing. Now last but not least, to tie in New Orleans a little bit more, we got to get some of these Peychaud bitters, just a dash in here. Alright, now, I should chill this down real quick here. Let's do that. And let's get some ice cubes in here, in the shaker. Man, I love these new ice cubes. Look at these. Look how clear they are. I got one of them fancy ice cube tray makers, and I've been using bottled water instead, and that seems to be doing the trick. Man, I'm just as wet as hell back here and sticky. Par for the course with old weed man. Alright, now, we got everything in here. Just let me make sure now. Yep, we got everything. Let's shake up. glass. That's kind of New Orleans too. Tiki slightly, whatever you want to call it. Look at this here. Now what I don't have is that funky straw or umbrella or anything. We're going to dispense with that because it's just a lot of stuff to keep track of here. But look at this pineapple cream coming up on here. I love that. And when you let this sit, this'll smooth on out too and look even better. I like to top this with a few Peychaud bitters on the top. Alright, let me show you what this here look like. I wonder if you can see this here. I gotta get better camera techniques going on here. But in any event, we made a really good cocktail. I don't even have a straw down here, do I? Oh, the hell with it. We gonna drink it just like this. Tiki forward, fun, in the spirit of New Orleans. I love it. And I love what Lyon Distilling is doing here in Maryland. When you're in Maryland, please visit them in St. Michael's. You can check them out on the internet, lyondistilling.com. Check me out. I'm E-Man Booze. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, U.S. Distilleries, and a new website coming soon. Bye, you all.